The extent of my knowledge of Brain Damage came once again from Fangoria magazine, as they would seemingly write about the film every couple of years when nothing else major was going on, and they weren't already writing about society. I had some images in my head from those articles, but that was about all I retained over the years. Otherwise, this was a completely cold viewing, and I had no idea what I was in for. As the end credits rolled on Brain Damage, I felt like I needed an adult. I needed an adult to come help me because the mean, scary movie fucked my shit up. Phew, Brain Damage is an adventure. It's an experience. It's one of those movies where you know nothing is going to be conventional, nothing is going to be obvious, and nothing is going to be normal. The film starts as an older couple flips out upon discovery that something or someone that they were about to feed a brain to has gone missing. Elsewhere in the same apartment building, we meet Brian, who isn't feeling well. He wakes up to discover that his head has been lying in a pool of blood. He investigates briefly, but has to get back into bed because he is totally tripping balls. He recovers and heads to the bathroom to try and confront whatever it is that's causing this, and, well...
Hi.
It's at this point where I lost it. I literally exclaimed, okay, what in the actual fuck out loud to my television? That thing, that voice, just... what in the hell? What is going on here? So, this creature, named Almer, is an ancient parasite that, in exchange for human brains, will supply its host with a hallucinogenic drug pumped directly into the host's brain. Brian isn't aware of the whole murder part of the deal just yet, though, and agrees to let Almer pal around with him. Once he realizes what Almer is up to, though, he tries to detox from the drug and get rid of Almer once and for all.
You're a wreck, Brian. You've got to relax. Why don't you put me on your neck and calm down?
No way! It's not gonna happen again!
What isn't?
Killing people!
Oh, I thought you meant getting high.
We can't keep killing people every time you're hungry!
Oh, yes, we can. We'll do anything I want us to do. You're mine now, Brian. I own you.
There is almost nothing normal about Brain Damage. However, it is kind of just a lot of screaming at times. Understandable, but still. Unfortunately, Brain Damage is also one of those movies that doesn't end. It just kind of stops and then there are credits. But, whew, my god, just... this thing. Arrow Video has created a pretty sweet Blu-ray for fans of Brain Damage, and there are plenty of extras. There's an hour-long documentary that's perfectly fine and covers most of the bases, but it suffers from not having any participation from writer-director Frank Henenlotter. I can only assume it was just a scheduling conflict, considering his appearances elsewhere in this disc's extras. There are extended interviews elsewhere with FX artists, animators, and production assistants, and also a location tour, where Henenlotter suddenly appears in the middle of it. However, most of this location tour consists of just pointing at a warehouse and saying, it was filmed in there. Notable though that a junkyard scene takes place in the same junkyard from Street Trash, and the two films shared many crew members. There's also a 10-minute interview with Brain Damage superfan Adam Skinner, who has a band, and after you watch the featurette, you unlock the ability to access 4 tracks from his Brain Damage concept album. Elsewhere, there's a Q&A with Henenlotter from March 2016 at a film festival in Brussels, and then a commentary track with the director as well. While this is yet another movie from this season that I think I'm okay with never watching again, I would probably give it another shot with the director's commentary track. So you might have realized that I haven't committed to an opinion yet on Brain Damage. There's a reason for that. I needed the process of talking this through before passing judgment. I think Brain Damage is an important film, and one that's on the horror checklist that I've been mentioning all season long, with other movies like Videodrome and Society. However, unlike those two films, I'm giving Brain Damage a recommendation because I was just completely and totally fascinated by it. The main appeal is the Almer character, and the terrific voice work by famed horror host Zachary. To make the choice of having your film's monster be this charming, well-spoken thing, instead of some kind of snarling, growling beast, is one hell of a bold decision, and ultimately it's what makes Brain Damage work on many levels. Plus, the highly convincing special effects work makes Almer a totally believable living creature. Brain Damage is hard to watch at times, yes, absolutely, but it's utterly fascinating and something you need to experience.